Suswam, Benue Northeast. Mr. President, I want to thank Senator Ifeanyi. This is the most patriotic motion that has been brought here since we resumed the Senate. Mr. President, the motion seek to bring in money or rake in money so that the budget will be impacted positively. Mr. President, production sharing contracts, we need to understand what these contracts meant and what they are for. Production sharing contracts are contracts where the IOCs provide 100% of the risk capital. And how do they recoup their money? They do that through production. Once they produce crude, there's a sharing formula. And there are 4 components of this contract, Mr. President. The 4 components are that first, in production sharing contract, there's the issue of royalty that is paid to the federal government. There is cost. Cost of production. Mr. President, I'm being distracted by Dino. The whip is not doing his job, Mr. President. Dino is distracting me. Mr. President, I'm saying that there are 4 components to this contract. The first one is royalty. Royalty goes to the federal government. Then there is cost of production. That is the cost that goes to any of the OIC involved in these PSAs. Then there is the one of tax. Tax also goes to federal government. Then there is profit sharing. That is where the problem is, Mr. President. And if we look at the Fiscal Responsibility Act and the MTEF that has been presented to us, Mr. President, if you allow me, in the MTEF of 2020 that has been presented to us by the Minister of Finance, she clearly states that the budget could not perform. Budget of 2019 was unable to perform because the 320 billion that was supposed to have come from this PSA did not come. And why? Because those agreements are stated, as Ifeanyi have stated, that anything beyond $20 has to be reviewed. That those things are not being done. And so we were unable to get that money. She states, Mr. President, if you want me to read what the minister submitted on the medium-term expenditure framework.
Distinguished Senator Gabriel Suswam.
To put it to this Senate, the reason why this motion is very important and must pass. Because the Minister of Finance, in their revenue profile, provided in 2019, 320 billion. They didn't get that money, and they said that is the reason, among other reasons, why the budget of 2019 is unable to perform. In this year, Mr. President, they have put 160 billion. If this act is not amended for us to access this money, it means that the budget deficit that we are going to get in 2020 will be beyond the 3% threshold as provided by the Fiscal Responsibility Act. And so it is very important for us to pass this motion so that we will be able to access the 160 billion. Mr. President, in 2021, they have put again 320 billion. In 2022, they have put 425 billion. If this act, these issues is not addressed, all of this money will not be accessed by the federal government. And continuously, our budget is going to be impacted negatively because we make projections, and those projections ab initio are not true. Because this is, as far as I'm concerned, that is deceiving the president. If the president had an impression that I have a budget deficit of 1...
Distinguished, nobody is deceiving the president, please.
Agree. You say so, agree. What I'm saying is this. This is a budget presented or is going to be presented by the president. If impressions given in the assumptions here is wrong, it means that he's presenting a budget ab initio that will have issues. And that is why I'm saying that for us to have a positive budget, this motion has to pass. The committee on upstream and downstream has to be mandated to make sure that the federal government recover this money so that this year we'll get the 160 billion Next year we'll get the 320 as provided in MTEF and 425 as provided in MTEF. This is all provided in the MTEF. And when it comes to that, Mr. President, you will see clearly why this motion is very important and must be passed. I want to thank you.